Thought you'd done a runner for a minute.
Well, she was a bit restless. I didn't want to disturb you, so you can finish off if you like.
No, looks like you're doing a good job. The novelty wears off, believe me.
I can't ever imagine that.
Well, that's a bit how I feel when I wake up next to you.
I couldn't be more happy.
No regrets then?
No.
Well, good, because last night was really... I'll stick the kettle on.
Did he get off to school all right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was thinking of you. He wanted to come to the funeral today, but I didn't think he'd...
No, I understand.
We'd have all been with you, Martin. But with the murder, I just didn't want to put the kids through it.
Yeah, it's all right, Gail. You don't have to explain. No one does. It was always just me and Katie before. No reason to change that now, is there?
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll manage. I let her down often enough when she was alive, but I won't let her down today.
All right.
Morning, babe. Cheers for breakfast.
Yeah, cheers. You shouldn't have, though. Really, honestly, you shouldn't have.
What, you in the paper again, Candy?
Yep. We find it. Page 27. Do you want me to read it? It's certainly been a stormy week for 18-year-old Candice Stowe. Just days after being fired from her hairdressing job, she's been sensationally evicted from her flat by former employer and ex-mayoress Audrey Roberts.
Ooh, Audrey will be pleased, won't she?
Yep. However, every cloud has a silver lining, with the girlfriend of county hotshot Warren Baldwin set for a new career as a weather girl. I was devastated when I was sacked and then chucked out for no reason, but since appearing in the Gazette last week, I've had all kinds of offers.
Now that I can believe.
I've always been interested in the weather, and I can't wait to do it professionally. With highs and lows in all the right places, the Gazette predicts a bright future for Candice. So what do you all reckon?
Yeah, sounds bright.
Blinding.
Anyway, I'm going to go and dish these out, get maximum exposure.
Oh, good for you, girl.
Actually, let's...
I done you a fry up.
No, sir.
Well, don't blame you. I've always been more of a Johnny than a Fanny, craddock-wise. I were lost in that kitchen. You need a degree just to get a brew these days. Yeah, well, give me a campfire and a skewer and a rabbit carcass be another matter. Hey, we could go outward bound one weekend. I'm a bit long in tooth to go under canvas, mind. Martyr to me lumbago. Many of the time I've been bent double on a blow-up bed crying out for me wintergreen ointment. Well, don't have to be the countryside. We could go to the football. Well, I don't fancy Hillsborough. You know me, die-hard blade. Well, we could go to United one week and Wednesday the next. I tell you, the pies at Bramwell Lane are worth the entrance money alone.
Will you shut up?
There's no call to talk to me like that. I know it's not easy for you.
Not easy. Not easy. I'm burying my sister today. The sister that murdered me dad and then committed suicide. My mum can't help because she's in prison. And you're talking to me about the pies at Sheffield United?
I'm sorry I upset you, lad. Today of all days, but it's hard for me, you know, and I don't know what to say to you half the time.
Then don't say anything. You don't have to talk. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, I'm dreading what I'm going to find when I get back there. That's if I've still got a business to go back to.
Oh, I'm sure Tyrone will have managed.
Well, you reckon? You know, I put his overalls on backwards the other week. Didn't even notice till I needed a pee.
Don't be ridiculous, Kev. You're making it up. Anyway, if anyone's got anything to worry about in their job, it's me.
Huh? Now he's being ridiculous.
Well, what if this stand-in's better than me? I saw her, Kev. She'll have shown me up.
Oh, stop worrying. Ian thinks the world of you. And besides, he's a mate.
Yeah, well, friendship doesn't come into it. If this Lisa's done well, he'll get shut of me without second thought. Do you know, I don't think I can face the humiliation of being sacked. I might just ring in and quit now.
Where's all this come from? You've done a fantastic job in that garage. You've not put a foot wrong.
You don't understand, Kev.
No, you don't understand your own value. You've got to start believing in yourself. I know I do, and so does Ian.
I'm sure Steve was going to talk to Tracy last night. She'll be with him. She won't have fled to Portsmouth without her stuff.
Portsmouth or Steve? Talk about the devil and the deep blue sea.
Excuse me, my son is no devil. You know, Tracy has driven all of this.
I know, but that's why any encouragement from Steve is so dangerous.
Will you two give over? You sit there, poring over other people's love lives for your own petty amusement. I can't hear a word of Tricia.
I am entitled to be concerned for my daughter's happiness.
Your daughter's happiness will look after itself. There's no sadder spectacle in this world than a mother meddling in the life of her child.
Spare Tracy the Inquisition. If she's upset, she'll probably want time alone.
Hi, Tracy. Are you all right?
Yeah, fine.
Did you have a nice evening?
It was good, James.
And you, Tracy?
Yeah. Not bad as it goes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ty?
Every flaming time.
All right. Do you want to come with some dinner?
Oh, I can't. I've got to be here for when Kev gets back, you know, to explain things.
Well, what's there to explain? You've done a fantastic job.
Cheers. But if he gets back and finds Nathan, then
I'll set me charm phaser and Stan and have a meeting out the palm of my hands in 10 minutes. Now, you take this gorgeous girl of yours for some nosh, because if you don't, I will.
Well then.
All right. Cheers, mate.
Watch ya. You want to cover that?
Save your breath, mate. I'm with Steve now, so you're barking up the wrong tree.
Stay to you, sweetheart. You should be doing the bargain. Thought that mag was horse and hand.
Kate was my mate.
Yeah, and Tommy was mine.
She'd had an abortion. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, well, it didn't look like that when me and Kev found Tommy lying there, where she left him all night. So even if she had hit him on the spur of the moment.
Hard to believe Kate is in there.
Oh, don't go shedding any tears. Eye for an eye and all that.
You know, you're an hard-faced cat sometimes. She was only 18.
Old enough to cave her dad's head in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but she couldn't live with it in the end, though, could she?
It's that lad I feel sorry for. She'd never have to go through this. Not at his age.
Oh, come on. Are we going for dinner or what?
Hey, this is what I like to see. Boss getting his hands dirty.
All right, mate. Good holiday.
What the hell are you doing here?
I was fitting some new shock absorbers. Man, look on your face, maybe I should do the same for you.
Where's Tyrone?
He was over the road having his dinner. Man, if I had an hour with a bird like his, I wouldn't waste it on hot pot.
I'll ask you one more time. What are you doing here?
Well, Tyrone took me on because he was swamped. I needed the work, he did us all a favour.
Oh, so I'm supposed to be grateful?
Listen, I know we got off on the wrong foot the first time.
Have you nearly finished that?
Well, maybe about 20 minutes.
Make it half a day. Perfect.
Ooh, I could get used to this.
Yeah, well, make the most of it because hopefully I won't be around to do it much longer.
Don't run away with things, Tracy.
No, I'm not. I think this is it. I think I've finally made the breakthrough with Steve.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before. Look, you're throwing yourself headlong into a relationship which is difficult at best and at worst. Oh.
It's not difficult. It's the easiest thing in the world. We've got a kid together.
Without ever having been on a proper date. It's always been so messy, so complicated.
Yeah, maybe. But from what Tracy said, I really think it's different this time. And the one thing that's never altered is her love for Steve.
Well, to be frank, I've always thought of that as an infatuation. And one I hope she get out of her system.
You know, you make it sound like Mam and her fags. Well, I'm sorry, there isn't a patch I can wear. I don't ever want to give Steve up because I love him. And he's good for me, and he's good for Amy, and the sooner you accept that, the better.
I know you used to had a bit of a Barney, but we were snowed under. I was just using me...
Initiative.
Me initiative.
Yeah, and that's what I was afraid of when I went on my holidays.
Hang on. He's worked himself to a standstill while you've been away sunning yourself. Kev, you've asked him to do the work of two men.
Yeah, well, I'm back now. So you can get across the road and give that comedian his card.
No, he's a good mechanic, and we need a replacement for Tom. Why don't you give him a chance, eh?
First impressions and all that.
Hang on, Tyrone's not doing your dirty work for you. And anyway, do his opinions not count?
I don't need this.
No, she's right. Nathan's done nothing wrong, and I'm not going over there and giving him the push. And I tell you something else. If he goes, well, then I'll think about things as well.
Hey?
All I'm saying is just look at what we've done. Look at his work. Please.
All right. I'll give him a once-over this afternoon, but I'm not promising anything. And I'm not having a gun held to me head either.
Have you got any idea how long you've been gone?
Girl's got to have lunch.
What, for 2 hours? Not that you've been missed. You spent half your morning gabbing to your mates on the phone and the rest of it doing your nails. Is that how you normally go on when the boss isn't around?
Doesn't matter whether he's here or not. Things have changed since your day.
My day?
We do things differently now. Me and Ian have developed an understanding.
Oh, really?
Really? I'm very flexible, see? Do a lot of my work out of hours. He likes it that way.
You all right?
Yeah?
Sorry it's just the half hour, but...
It's all right. You don't make the rules. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but please.
You should come out of there feeling uplifted, like a weight's been taken off, but it was just empty words bouncing off empty pews. Folk should have been there.
Yeah, people like things black and white, though, don't they? It's easier to judge than to forgive.
Oh, no, I'm okay. You go on.
No, it's all right, all right.
No, there's no point. She was only 18, Aileen. Where's the consolation when you're burying her future? Still, all you can do is brace yourself, eh? Just give me a minute.
Mum!
Craig.
Well, if it isn't our resident page 27 weather girl.
Oh, I've not seen your picture in the paper lately, Leanne.
True. Can't say I've ever had my photo next to the dog results. Someone at the paper's got a sense of humour, I'll give them that.
Leanne, I'd be like that.
You won't be laughing when I'm a weather girl on national television.
Weather girl? When I saw that photo, I thought it was a tranny trawlerman.
Nope, it was definitely a weather girl. And she was forecasting sudden showers.
You stupid... That's enough. What's the matter with you? Pack it in, otherwise you'll both be on telly. There's whole channels devoted to that sort of stuff. Sort yourselves out.
Get her out of here, Warren.
Look, I ain't going nowhere. She was the one that started it.
Yeah, I don't give a
Whatever.
monkeys who started it. If you two want to fight, that is fine. But I ain't going to take sides. And you, listen to me. As soon as she's got herself a job, I want Jolly Jack Scott here on her way and out of the house. You got it?
Come on.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Call it a wind of change, love, all right? What's the matter with you?
I know you could cook.
Well, there's lots you don't know about me. Or me about you, comes to that.
Well, you probably know all that's worth knowing.
I don't know, Steve. It's a pity I didn't bring some of that over for myself. We could have called it a first date. Got to know each other properly like normal people do.
Forgotten what normal is.
Well, you and me both, but it doesn't mean we couldn't change that and do stuff right.
Are you asking me out?
Me? No. I'm an old-fashioned type of girl.
Really? Well, you do surprise me. Well, I tell you what. How do you fancy going for a meal tonight?
Well, I don't know. It's a bit short notice.
Are you serious?
Steve, as if. I hope you've got a sense of humour.
I did have one somewhere. I tell you what, I'll root around for it at home. See if I can't find it before we go out tonight.
Hey, what were all that with Madam earlier? Waste of a good pint, if you ask me.
Oh, she was just winding me up about that piece in the Gazette.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be the next Ulrika, aren't you? Hey, I shouldn't be hanging round in bars with a footballer.
Oh, ignore her. And Leanne Battersby. You're like me in the bingo, love. You're just following your dream. You're bound to get your fair share of knockers.
Yeah, I can do it if you are serious, look.
Hey, it's a telly workshop. It gives you a full background in presenting, it says here.
Yeah, but is it kosher?
It's in a national newspaper. It's not just a coincidence that he's in today, it's a sign. You know what? I am going on this course, and then the sky is my oyster.
For our sister Katie, let us pray to our Lord Jesus Christ, who said, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me shall live even in death. Whoever lives and believes in me shall never die.
I'm not saying goodbye. It's not right. It'll never be right. It shouldn't have happened, none of it. I'm sorry, love. I forced you to live with something that you just couldn't. And I've got to do the same now. And the only way I can do that is by hoping and praying that you knew, that you know why. It was for you, love. Your sake, nothing else. So it was the same with me and your dad. It was you and Craig first, yeah? And we loved you more than life and always will. Why did you do it, eh? We'd suffered enough. What had we done to deserve you?
Please, love, this isn't the time.
When is the right time, the right place? My daughter's dead because he poisoned her life. If it weren't for him, she'd be well on the way to university by now. Me and Tom sat up nights dreaming about that, and grandkids. And we'd have seen it all, both of us. But for him, wouldn't we, eh?
Look, whatever you or anyone else thinks, I love Katie.
Maybe you cared in your own way, but she wasn't a part of you. Your pain will pass. You'll move on. I have no life left now. I don't ask my heart to beat.
Mum.
No, I'm sorry, love. Don't take that wrong, but if it weren't for you, I'd be long gone, but I never thought I'd be envious of a bit of dirt. I can only ache. This'll smooth my Katie's hair, lie with Tommy, and be close to everything I was and ever wanted to be. Me strength, me hope, me life. And you took it all and it meant nothing to you!
It's all right, love. She'll be fine.
Time's up.
Oh, I'm sorry, just give me a few minutes with me son, please.
I'm sorry.
Oh, please.
Mum.
What do you reckon?
Oh.
You don't think it's going to be too much, do you?
Hardly.
Oh, you look sensational. If that son of mine ain't bowled over tonight, he wants his head tested.
Stunning, love. Absolutely stunning.
Don't expect too much from him, man, because he just opens first drawer he comes to and hopes for best.
All he has to do is turn up as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I haven't been this excited since I was a kid.
Oh, so you should be. It's a first date.
Rather like having a starter for dessert.
Oh. You can be a right killjoy, you know. You get more like your Uncle Albert every year.
Dad, just be happy for me, please.
Well, I only hope that you stay this happy. And if you do, I promise you, no one will be more delighted than me.
Man, he's been pouring over that workbook for nearly 2 hours. Does it worth me starting on 7 or so what?
Who knows, mate? Tried my best. Not even know if it's worth me hanging round anymore.
How do you mean?
Doesn't matter.
No, go on, mate.
I said to Kev that if he sacks you, then I'm going to walk out and all.
You'd do that for me?
Yeah, well, you don't deserve the push. And anyway, it wasn't just for you. I was trying to play the big man in front of Maria, wasn't I? Not going to be so big when I'm skinned.
Well, even so, I appreciate it.
Hey, too much chat, not enough graft going on out here. Good job you wasn't so talkative while I was away.
You what?
A tip for you, though. Don't matter how busy we are, don't fill in the work log during lunch hour. Must be 5 different sandwich fillings stuck to these pages.
Well, Kev, I had to do it through dinner because we was that busy.
I know. You've done well. Really well. Actually, I'm impressed for once.
Well, you know, all in a day's work and that.
You obviously know your way around an engine. Otherwise, you couldn't have got through this lot.
Yeah, well, it was a toss-up between you and the Ferrari racing team. Luckily for you, Ty makes a better cup of tea than Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, well, very important skill round here, that. If you can't hack it with a kettle, you're history. So I was thinking. Trial period. You get to know me, I get to know you. What do you say?
1 lump or 2, boss?
2.
Get in there!
Very nice.
Well, I've heard of Kim, but 4:45 is virgin on bunny boiler.
Don't flatter yourself, Steve. We just came to check what time the table was booked for.
7 o'clock. I thought we could meet in the bar at 6.
Cool.
You look at it, catch me, actually. I've just come back to sort my stuff out for tonight.
Oh, and who's keen now?
No, I've got an airport run to do. I'm going to go straight to the clock from there. And what is that smell?
Oh, Yep, I think somebody's very excited to see Daddy. Do I do the honours?
No. I've got to do this pickup, but I tell you what, why don't you sort her out, and then you can let yourself out when you're finished.
OK, see you at 6 and not a minute later.
She looked like a wounded animal, I suppose, you know, in pain but lashing out. She's could have said that she wanted to die.
I've been there myself. It's part of the territory when you lose someone close to you. She'll get through it, though.
It was just so heartbreaking. And there was nothing I could do to help.
At least you were there, more than I can say. Hey, you don't want to stop him brooding on this. Why don't you come out with us tonight?
You know, I couldn't. Katie was my mate.
It's exactly what you should be doing. Get a few beers down your neck.
Yeah, the bingo will take your mind off things at least. Honestly, it was a right laugh last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You go to the bingo. You have a good laugh. Make a real night of it, why don't you? I mean, it's not like anyone's died, is it?
Weekends must be very dull. I mean, how do you distinguish between days off and the working week?
Now, that would be telly.
Did he say he wasn't going to come in today?
He never mentioned it on Friday night. Then again, he had his hands full, as I recall.
Do you know, I've just about had enough of your...
Davenport. Oh, it's you. I was wondering if you were going to honour me with a call. Yeah, she is. Oh. Well, luckily, I've been around to man the phones. Oh, you are? Well, I'll roll out the red carpet. Shall I send her home? All right. Of course. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye.
Is that Mr. Davenport?
Yeah, he's coming in. He wants a quick word before you leave.
I'm not sure that this environment is particularly conducive to scholastic endeavour.
Eh?
Wouldn't you be better off upstairs? I'll be up soon.
I'm fed up sitting up there on my own.
Yeah, love.
Oh, Ta?
So, what are we doing?
Venn diagrams. I don't get them. I mean, I like using my protractor. That's about it.
Well, they're perfectly simple. They're merely circles which represent mathematical or logical relations between sets. Look, here's one set, the salt set. Here's another, the vinegar. Now, if we were to take your salt and vinegar crisps, which set do they belong in? Both, because they are both salt and vinegar. So they would go where the circles intersect in both sets.
What about cheese and onion?
Well, yes, we could create a third crisp set, and they would go in there. But as they are neither salt nor vinegar, they would remain in the crisp set. Of course, we could do another diagram with cheese, onion, and crisp sets, with cheese and onion crisps at the intersection of those three circles.
Same with prawn cocktails.
Yes, well, three sets. You've got crisps, prawns, cocktails. No, that doesn't work. Well, crisps aren't necessarily the best example. Fred Elliott, he is a perfect Venn diagram.
Because he's round?
Coincidence. No, if you were to take all the butchers of Weatherfield and put them in one room, and all the pub landlords of Weatherfield and put them in another room, what do you do with Fred Elliott?
It'd be like in between the two rooms.
Similarly, if you were to take all the railway enthusiasts of Weatherfield and put them into a room...
I'd lock the door and throw away the key.
Vera, there are customers who crave your attention. As I was saying, if you were to take all the railway enthusiasts of Weatherfield and put them in one room, and all the cafe owners of Weatherfield and put them into another room, then yes, I would be, like Fred, at the intersection, both a cafe owner and a railway enthusiast, in both sets, you see. Chesney, what's the matter?
I'm in a set on the odd. I don't interwatch sit with anybody, do I?
No, that is not true, Chesney. That...
It is. I'm not in my mum's set. My Uncle Les don't want me in his no more. I'm on my own.
Look, Chesney...
How are you getting on? Amy, I said draw a picture of me, you and Daddy. Daddy looks more like an orangutan. Come here. Right, well, it's no masterpiece, but at least Daddy's walking upright now. There you go. Come on, Picasso. Come on. What?
There you go.
Steve, you idiot!
There you are, you slacker.
Good, we've got our witness.
Are you deliberately trying to humiliate me?
I couldn't begin to humiliate you half as much as you have me, right here in this office, time and again. Go on, spit it out. You know what you've got to say. Oh, come on, Ian. If there's one thing you've always had, it's the gift of the gab. Say it. It's perfectly simple. I've had an affair.
Good evening, sir. I'm just waiting for someone, actually. I'll have a drink at the bar, if that's all right.
Oi! Help! Somebody, I'm trapped! Amy, yes, all right. Mummy she's just trying to get us out of here, okay?
Justine, I don't know what to...
Let him finish.
I was weak. She set her stall out and I was stupid enough to give in to temptation. It won't happen again. Just clear your desk and go, you're sacked.
I set my stall out. You made all the running from day one.
Just get out, will you? And don't ever show your face around here again. Satisfied?
For now.
I need a drink.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I just wanted him to feel a bit of the shame that I did.
You've done nothing wrong, Justine.
I must have done, else it wouldn't have happened, would it?
Whoa, here he is. The man with the big money balls. You do your stuff and I might be shouting mansion instead of house tonight.
Don't even joke about it.
Oh, what's that you're knocking back?
It's what they drink in Holland when they're scared.
What? Abacar?
Dutch courage. He's worried that Vera might kick off at the bingo again. When I walked into that spotlight, I felt like a diva. Like a star was being born. Until Vera opened a big gob. I mean, does Barbara Streisand have to put up with heckling from peroxide pensioners? I don't think so. Stick another one in there, please, Vi.
Oh, steady on. All she'll be calling fat ducks and little ladies, then Vera will have something to moan about.
She's got a point. You need to be on the ball.
Balls?
Oh, all right, I'll leave it then. I'll just have to think of my Vegas jacket as a suit of lights, like what them matadors wear. And there is now but an old Spanish bullock.
Oh, that shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, good luck.
Oh. Don't take it to heart what Angela said. She needed to vent it on someone.
Oh, yeah? And where do I vent my feelings, eh?
Well, grief's like water. It takes its own path. But don't lash out at your friends in the meantime. Sympathy's quicker lost than gained.
Sympathy? Oh, that's a laugh. What sympathy? I was walking down that street today, and it was as if Katie's coffin was invisible. I mean, OK, I didn't expect the clocks to stop. But her friends, they were passing by as if nothing out of the ordinary was happening. When the most sickening, unnatural thing was staring them in the face. They abandoned her.
Then it's up to the likes of you and me to keep her memory alive. Be a sight easier if we put this bad blood behind us. Now, don't get me wrong, I wish to God you'd never clapped eyes on her. But I can see you cared.
No. Oh, don't cover it. They talk about couples finishing each other's sentences. She never let me start half of mine. She changed my life. She lifted me head up. She made me look forward. I doubt I'll ever raise my head again.
It's hard to imagine on days like these. I remember when they buried my cousin. Couldn't have been much older than Katie. Car smash it were. Anyway, we went back to his mum's and we're all sitting there. Naught but mantle clock breaking silence. And then my granddad, he gets up and taps his pipe out on the grate and he says, "I've lived too long. After all these years, I finally understood what he meant." Do you want another?
Yeah. That's my shout.
You ready to go to your table, sir?
I'll just have another 5 minutes, please, mate.
Hiya, this is Tracy. Sorry I can't take your call at the moment, but if you want to leave a message.
Come on. Work. Oh, useless piece of... Oh.
Oh, Matt, and only fiddlers, 3 of you here.
Actually, there's 4 of us. Fizz is getting the drinks in.
And giving Sean all our numbers. Do you know, we are so excited about winning that 500 quid.
You think you're untouchable, don't you? Because you've got somebody on the inside. Will you be laughing on the other side of your face when I let this lot know what cheaters you are?
Mrs. Duckworth, will you please temper your language? I will not have the C word bandied around this establishment at full volume.
Look, I'm sorry, but this lot are going to give the club a bad name, yes. Them and that swindler on the microphone.
Shush, Mrs. Duckworth. After last week's disgraceful exhibition, it ill behoves you to accuse anyone of bringing the Alhambra into disrepute. Now, I trust you're going to be on your best behaviour tonight, Mrs. Duckworth. And I'm sure I don't have to remind you that your golden balls are dangling by a thread.
I thought you were never coming back.
What the hell?
You locked me in, you great pillock! I shut the door and my mobile phone was flat and I've been sat on the stairs ever since. No. Don't you dare laugh. Don't you even smile, Steve. Me and Amy have been sat on the stairs for 3 hours.
She all right?
Yes, she's fine. She had a nice cosy buggy to sit in, all the food she could want. Whereas I, instead of being wined and dined at the clock, I've been sat on a cold step eating rusks. Rusks, Steve. Oh, what am I letting myself in for?
You're quiet tonight, love.
Ah, exploring the mysteries of the Venn diagram via the World Wide Web. I see. I'm sure it offered you a far more cogent explanation than I could.
Well, not really, Uncle Roy. Is tea ready yet?
What's that down there?
It's nothing.
I hope it's nothing inappropriate.
Oh, no, it can't be. I've ensured all the relevant safeguards are in place.
We better open it, Roy.
No, it's nothing. Honestly.
Cheap flights?
To Spain.
I was just looking. I wanted to know how much, that's all.
But this is a booking screen, Chesney. You filled your name in. How are you going to pay for it?
I'm sorry. The only way I could think of I'm really sorry.
No, Chesney, it's fine. We understand. Wait. Oh, no, what are we going to do?
5 and 9, the Brighton line. On its own, number 3. 3 and 2, 32. All the 6s, 53.
Yes, 15. Oh, come to Auntie V.
1 and 6, sweet 16.
Oh, just run off.
2 and 8, 28.
Oh, I've won! House! Oh, nice one, eh? She's won 500 quid.
We have a claim on 28, 2 and 8.
Yes, it's a right 2 and 8 and all, isn't it? You twisters. You win 500 after she won 200 with him up there. You must think I was born yesterday.
Not with them crow's feet, love. Oh, Vera, stop showing yourself up.
Stop showing myself up, I've only just started. You're just upset because you didn't get your snout in the trough and all.
You again? I warned you, Mrs. Duckworth.
Yes, and I warned you what had happened with this lot. And if you will walk around with your head stuck in a bag of scratchings...
Right. Are you going to sit down or what?
Sit down. I'm standing up. For everybody's rights in this club. And if you're too fat to get off your big fat... me golden balls...
Not anymore, Mrs. Duckworth. These golden balls were on your chest as a badge of honour. And you've disgraced that badge and this club. Larry, kindly escort Mrs. Duckworth off the premises.
Get off me, you!
Coming next here on ITV1.
Who will be sacked? One from each team.
If you don't like it, you know what you do.
You decide which two will go in Hell's Kitchen. Then at 10:30, the ITV News. And later at 11, it's Charles Kennedy's turn on Election 2005. Ask the Leaders with Jonathan Dimbleby.